I'll work
Dude, it's really drafty.
on it. Huh?
It's really drafty. Like cold air. Like an ice.
Right?
That's it.
No, this is not staged. I can manipulate energy, like I said in the previous video. Um, and in being able to manipulate that energy, I can make it feel cold, like ice. Make it kind of like, yeah.
I just get attacked a lot.
Plus, I can send certain emotions through energy, like doing I forget what it's called exactly, but it's basically it's like an energy signature almost. I think is what it was called. I can put a certain feeling or emotion of some sort into that energy, and I can actually put it into an object, and then I can pass it on. And a person who, if they're energy sensitive somewhat, they can also they can feel that energy and they can do the same thing back on some level. But okay, an example would be, say you picked up an object, say like at a flea market. You pick it up and you either feel really sad, you feel really happy, something like that, and it's not because of how it looks on you or how it looks in general. It just gives you that kind of feeling, that kind of emotion going through you. That's what it is. Them wearing it constantly, they put their energy into it, so sometimes it shifts and everything. So I mean, it's really weird. Ser- Seriously, it is, but it's also cool at the same time.
It was pretty neat. It was a few days ago. Uh, uh, there was like all kind of sad and that shit.
Mm.
And like, I was fine, screw it. You know, I don't want to be sad no more. But it's like, I focused in on her. And that shit I sat there. I just kind of did this and that shit. And I gathered up like all the bad energy she had and that shit.
Mm.
Created positive. I was like, just shot it right back at her and shit. And all of a sudden she was happy. She was happy. I was like, that's cool. I haven't done it in a while, but it was cool.
That actually happens when there's a connection between two people. There's a link,
Yeah.
and depending on how deep that link is, depends on how easily it affects the other person
Yeah.
and stuff like that.
I guess okay. Actually, you know, tasting the person's blood makes the connection stronger.
Oh yeah, a lot
So
stronger.
yeah, we could be reading each other's thoughts by that time.
Yeah, some people can actually. Like my roommate Kyler, he can actually. Her and Amanda and Brian have that type of link. They can actually. Yeah,
Ooh.
tell me about that right now.
Yeah, you don't care.
But they have that strong of a link that they can, and this they didn't. I don't think they drank each other's blood or anything, but they through with so much going back and forth and everything, knowing each other so well, that connection has gotten very strong. So they can actually are pretty close with it. They can read each other's thoughts very easily,
Yeah.
even at long distance. Like when she's at home and Tyler's home, he can feel what she's feeling, and vice versa. He can see what's going on, what's going through her head. Me and Dana, we're not that deep. We don't have that deep of a connection, but pretty damn close because one day, um, she was dating Nick at the time. She was walking home with him, and then all of a sudden I get a text message on my phone. It's like, stop thinking about hurting him. And as soon as and before I received that text message, I was thinking about stabbing him again. I didn't actually stab him. It's just been a multiple recurring thought.
So you were thinking about stabbing him.
Yes.
But this is normal for us.
Oh yeah. It's literally an everyday occurrence.
Well, and Kyler, like, made me a Reiki
Ricky Master.
master. You know, like, he's like, if my sinuses ever get to the point where they're that bad, you're gonna show me what to do.
Mhm.
And that shit, this was before we left, and I was like, I don't really know if I can remember it.
Mhm.
And like, I was, right before I went to sleep, I ended up doing it. Like, when he told me to do that shit, and now I'm actually feeling better today, like, a little bit better.
Mhm. This actually does work. It was a shock to me because I lived in a very conservative Christian household.
He couldn't use any of the stuff that he had.
No.
Like, none of the powers, like, the power that he had, he could not,
Well, yes and no.
well, not as
Be-
much as he could, like, he
right.
wanted to.
Because I wasn't awakened, meaning that I didn't know what I could do. Like, constantly I would get into a fight with my mom and my sister, and they'd feel like shit when we were done, but I'd feel great because I was feeding off of that drama, that fight, that energy. Because me, the no, the negative energy is more what I like. I like more negative than those that are like happier and shit like that for some reason. I don't know why, but it's just more appeasing.
See, the way I am is I use my energy, yeah, but mainly
Mhm.
a lot of the warrior side of me kicks in, and I like to swing around swords
Yeah.
and venom sharp objects.
Also, since I'm a priest cast, priests have a very strong will. Actually, Kyler and his dad Marty had seen this one day. There were like these thorns or horns or something, actually like protruding a little bit
Yeah,
and like coming out, like almost all the way around, like basically like a whole crown of them starting to come out and everything. And he was like, "Dude, what the hell?" And I was like, "Well, I didn't know what was going on." And he didn't even like touch me. He just grabbed one of them and started shifting that, and I was like, "What the fuck?" Because it was literally like moving my head a little bit.
yeah,
And he was like, he was talking to me. He's like, "Argue a point," and I was like, "Okay, two plus two." I said, "What about two plus two?" Because everyone knows two plus two is two, four. So he's like, "Argue that it's five." So I was like, "Two plus two is five." And kind of was like, "No, it's four." And then it just got sort of, it didn't get heated, but I got aggressive, more aggressive, aggressive, even more and more.
yeah,
And I mean, he could see it extending out, trying to penetrate him, and trying to break into his thought so that he would say, "Yeah, two plus two is five." Yeah, I mean, my will isn't that strong yet, but it's getting there. Certain people, I can manipulate their will if I want to, but me, I don't try and impose my will on other people. Also, I can sense if something's gonna be good or bad in the long run, in a sense, and like I try and look out for others' best interest and benefit for them. So it's like if I tell you this, listen, but half the time don't, and what I told them is gonna happen, and it happens, and freaking I constantly tell Kyla that you need to listen to me. He's like, yeah, you're right, I do. But I don't. And I'm like, yeah, I know you don't, but still, take into consideration. When I say that you're basically going to fuck yourself over, it's going to happen.
what's this?
Yeah, probably low battery.
So good.
No, that's not.